Welcome to Pat Pattison's Best of California. Today, we're gonna go eat. I'm with George Geary, and we're going to the made in California places that started here in California, spread across the country. Now, this is my claim to fame. Jack in the Box antenna balls. I was involved in creating these. I want to bestow this to you.
Oh, this will look great on my car.
There we go.
Yeah,
Let's
while
get
we
going,
drive
George.
around.
Let's
go.
I'm Pat Pattison, and I love California. I'm so excited. We are here at the Valley Relics Museum. I'm with George Geary, author of Made in California. I'm going to read this. The California-born burger joints, diners, fast food, and restaurants that changed America. And George, this is incredible to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
This
That's the longest title ever, isn't it?
I love this, but I love
Takes you a
this.
while.
I love this book. And we're here at the Valley Relics Museum. We have the signs of fast food and restaurant chains all around us. Why did you write this book?
Because I thought people should know that all these places came from California, not just down their street. They think, oh, that place started here. And what really started was McDonald's, because everyone said, oh, it started out in Chicago, and it didn't. It was down the street in San Bernardino. So there were things like that. And were the original locations still around?
Yeah.
Can you still get a hot dog where they made Wiener Schnitzel?
Isn't that incredible?
Stuff like that.
And one of your favorites. I mean, just to go through a quick list, you got McDonald's, In-N-Out Burger, name a few more.
Oh, there's over 100.
Over 100.
So yeah, we can
over
keep
100.
going. But A&W, like you said, the Foster's Freeze.
Foster's Freeze.
And
Now stop on Foster's Freeze. Because I am a Foster's Freeze addict. I love them. There's one up in Morro Bay by my daughter. They're still around. And you told me you can actually still see the original location?
The original is a tiny one in Inglewood.
Inglewood.
And
wow.
and that is the old look. That one, you can't go inside. You have to order from a window, and then the next window you pick it up. And there's one in Torrance by my mom's, and she is constantly, whenever, do you want to go get a Foster's Freeze?
I love
Foster's.
So
You'll go there.
And our director, Brad, reminds us there's one in Burbank.
Yeah.
So when people look at this book, and they are in, because we're a national show, you say it changed the eating habits of America. Explain that a little bit.
Well, the car culture came out of it.
Culture.
Was one thing from
Which
California.
makes sense from California.
Yeah. And things start here and they go eastward a lot.
Yeah.
If you ever think about it, In-N-Out Burger is now going east. They're opening up on the East Coast at one point. They've got new offices being built.
Everything eventually when you expand that big.
But then when you come this way, the places aren't as popular.
Okay.
So I shouldn't name names, but since
No,
it is, we've got Five Guys. Five Guys came here. And not too good. I mean, not doing. They're still around.
Right.
Same thing with donut stores. Dunkin' Donuts has come out here 3 or 4 times, then they come back, then they go back, and our donut places
Like an amoeba.
stay. I look at In-N-Out as the ultimate company. They stick with 5 or 6 items.
Yeah,
We go to McDonald's and we don't know what they're going to have. We know they have a Big Mac, but what else? What chicken sandwich do they have? You know, and then you look at Wiener Schnitzel started with hot dogs, then they went into hamburgers, and now they're going into tamales.
It occurs to me that somebody could take your book, like people do with Route 66, and do a tour of California to all the original locations. Do you know somebody that's done that?
Not yet.
We're going to do it. We should do that.
They probably will, because I have a cheesecake book, and somebody has made every single cheesecake. There's 300.
Wow.
So you do have some people that want to do things like that.
Yeah. So let's go talk about Bob's.
Okay.
George, a personal favorite, Bob's Big Boy. My mom used to go to the original location when she was going to Pasadena Junior College in Glendale, right?
You're right. The Glendale was the very first location.
Yeah, and she'd always say it was the malt shop.
Yeah.
In the 40s.
It was small.
Yeah.
Not very big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us, because we're going to go to Bob's in Burbank. Incredible, googie architecture.
Big original. But started in 33.
Okay.
And they just went into a conglomerate that got bigger and bigger. What's fascinating is back east, you'll call it Bob's Big Boy, and back east people will say, no, it's called Freshies. And I was like, no. Or Shoney's.
Okay.
They're one of the first companies that what they did is they franchised their product, not the whole concept.
Gotcha.
So the Bob's Big Boy hamburger Freshies has it, and so does Shoney's and a few other places. Kentucky Fried Chicken did the same thing. He franchised his product and his way of making a product, a food product, and then they go ahead and do it that way.
I can't wait for some hot fudge. This is incredible. After you, sir. So George, Bob's Big Boy, Hot Fudge Sundae. This is what I used to get as a kid.
Was it?
When my sister got good grades.
So she got good grades and you got to eat.
Yeah.
Did she get anything?
She got a Hot Fudge Sundae too. Plus, she would eat her French fries with the tartar sauce that came with
I know someone that used to do it with the fudge sauce.
Wow.
You know, ketchup was as crazy as I got. And then ranch, when that started coming out. Because ranch wasn't until the 80s.
So this has got to be one of the quintessential Googie architects that was saved some years ago. Beautiful, beautiful building. But more importantly, or as importantly, it is in Burbank, very close to the studios. So where are we sitting?
We're right around the corner from Warner Brothers and all of
where physically are we
are
sitting?
sitting, the famous booth. We're in the Beatles booth.
The Beatles sat here. The Beatles, John, Paul, George, and
Ringo.
Ringo sat
I wonder
right
which one,
here.
where do you think John sat?
Paul
was probably on the edge.
Paul was hitting on some woman over there.
Yeah.
Who else would come here?
Well, they did a lot of filming here too.
Okay.
And I always call this place the commissary for the Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Warner Brother commissary is kind of small. It's kind of busy. And so you come over here. Now, next door, they've got more buildings, but that used to be all parking lot.
Okay.
Friday nights, fun place to be. Jay Leno is over here a lot.
They have the hot rod classic car.
Old classic cars come over.
Oh, every Friday, right?
Friday night, it is like a classic car dealership here.
Talked a little bit about Bob's. The double-decker hamburger was his innovation.
Right.
And what else do you like to eat here? Because you're a culinary
another
expert.
innovation, I would think, is having a product that you can take home. They're salad dressings.
That's right.
And you buy them at the grocery store.
Yeah.
A lot of people think Bob's Big Boy is a salad dressing company when it really isn't.
Yeah.
It was the hamburger.
And you mentioned to me when we came in, we have another first location across the street.
Yep.
What's that?
Well, it doesn't look like anything like it, but I was testing your knowledge.
I remembered it as Hamptons, Paul Newman's old.
Paul Newman had a restaurant called Hamptons and Hamptons Hollywood, and that's in one of my books, but IHOP started across the street.
It's amazing.
That was their very first. What happened was the guys from IHOP, they saw this place across the street that was doing great, but they didn't do breakfast at the time. So they thought, we could go across the street, because there were lines out the door for burgers, because you thought you were getting a bigger burger by having 2 patties.
Right.
And they thought, well, let's go for the breakfast crowd. And that's what happened.
Wow.
So,
Bon appetit.
it's melting.
So good. We head out from Bob's and head to the Valley to visit with the iconic Cupids Hot Dogs, family-run, made in California business. Yum. I'm excited. We're at Cupids Hot Dogs here in Winnetka, and I'm here with Morgan Walsh. Holy cow, Morgan, so nice of you to do this.
Yeah, so good to meet you.
So you are the 3rd generation that has run Cupids Hot Dogs. Tell me the story of Cupids Hot Dogs.
So my grandparents started Cupids in 1946 in North Hollywood here in the San Fernando Valley.
Right.
So I think we're going on, is that 76 years now?
Oh my gosh.
My sister and I are 3rd generation. We took over in 2009.
Wow, and explain the roller skates. What happened there?
Well, so roller skating's kind of a new thing for us. So when we took over, we were really careful. We were like, we don't want to change a lot. That's what this place is all about.
Sure.
It's the same that it was when our grandparents started. But when COVID hit, we weren't sure we were going to make it through. So we said, you know what? Let's do a roller skating car hop. Wow. So we started serving food on our skates just for special occasions, and everybody loved it. So it's the one new thing that we've kept going.
And you're good at it.
And I just like doing it, so it makes my job fun.
It makes it fun. I'm going to start roller skating into these interviews. What's your favorite hot dog that you make?
The Cupid dog.
The Cupid
That's
dog.
the classic.
Okay, that's the classic. Tell me what's involved.
Mustard, onions, and chili.
Okay.
We do a steam bun, and it's a natural casing dog.
Oh my gosh.
So that's what gives it a snap.
And we're going to get with George, and we're going to have a meal. What is that? by far your best seller? What are some of the other
I would
options?
say 80% of the people coming in are getting a Cupid dog. We
80%.
keep it simple. We don't want to have a ton of options. We do one thing, we do it well. We do also do a Chicago dog, which is also very excellent. But the top tier is the Cupid.
Yeah, we hear a lot of noise. People are coming and going. I mean, this place is humming.
Yeah.
So now, in terms of like multi-generational people coming to eat here, has that come up a lot?
Every day.
Every day.
So I spend a lot of time working in the store, and that's what I like about my job is people come in and they say, you know, I came here on my first date with my wife in the 50s, or my dad used to take me here after Little League. And that's what we've really tried to keep things the same and not change too much, because people are coming here, one, for the hot dogs, but it's really for the nostalgia. You know, they want that memory of when they were younger.
Now, how many locations are there?
So we have this one here in Winnetka. There's one in Simi Valley. We just opened a new one up in Fullerton and Orlando.
Fullerton? Orlando?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We can't talk about that because that's not California. Just kidding.
Right. Forget those ones.
No, really, Orlando. So around Disney or just Orlando seemed like a place. You want to retire to Florida.
Yes,
I know
exactly.
I know how this works. We get a location in Florida.
One step closer.
Retire. Yeah. Well, Morgan, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for coming by.
Now let's go have a Cupid dog.
Let's do it.
Okay. So George, here comes our food. I can't believe it. Morgan's bringing it in on roller skates. Whoa.
How often do you get the owner of the location you're shooting?
Cupid dogs. Now I'm going to let you take yours out of there. Oh my gosh, this is so great. Oh, well.
And see, it's
Bon
a
appetito.
boat by itself. There you go.
Wow.
Cheers.
Wow. And we were talking to a couple out front. We could a lot of coming and going here, and they've been bringing their family here forever, they said. And they knew you, and this is a family thing. I can't wait for this. So, George, this is so good. Oh my gosh. What is it about family cooked local
love.
restaurants? You think that's what it is? Yeah.
Yep.
You can just taste it. This is so good.
Yeah, you've got that family thing, and it's not a big corporation.
Right. Thank you for not being a big corporation. Do you want to be eventually?
No.
See? A lot of people, they want to be this huge conglomerate, and they want to have 5,000 locations. No.
Yeah. Well, like you said, the In-N-Out's now going east. It'll remain to be seen whether they can maintain
I think they'll do okay. They're going to be a rare
success.
Yeah.
And is that because they've kept the menu so simple like Cupids has?
Absolutely, and they don't have a board of directors that tells them we need to make more money.
They're privately held.
Absolutely.
Because now KFC, Taco Bell, and
all those
Pizza Hut are all Yum brands?
Yeah, the Yum brand.
Yeah.
And so is Fatburger.
Okay. Oh, they go
Or the Yum.
Oh,
Yum.
wow.
Yep.
Okay. Well, Yum. I love this. Morgan, thank you so much. Such a good meal.
Thank you.
And as George heads out to investigate more Made in California restaurants, we're going to head up to Fairfield to the Jelly Belly factory. Amazing tour. Another great Made in California story. So I am so excited. We're here in Fairfield at the Jelly Belly factory. This is incredible. And I'm with John Jameson, VP Retail Operations. And John, thank you for having us.
Well, thanks for coming to Fairfield today.
This is incredible. Now, who's this guy?
Well, this is Mr. Jelly Belly. You'll see him everywhere here on the factory tour and visitor center.
Now, when did you guys kind of enter the popular culture of America? I mean, you're so ubiquitous, but what was the evolution of that?
Well, we started in making Jelly Belly jelly beans in 1976, and it really took off. But when Ronald Reagan got into office, and he had it in his office, he had it on Marine One, in fact, which is his helicopter. It really was the first bean in space. He made sure that happened on the Challenger.
The move here to Fairfield, when did that happen?
That happened in the mid-1980s, and what happened was we ran out of space in Oakland, California. and we continually kept outgrowing, and we decided to look at different opportunities, and we came here.
How did it get decided, very brilliantly, by the way, for our viewers, that the public should be able to see everything?
Well, we started with a little outlet store, and from there we said, well, let's take people into the factory. And originally we actually marched people through the factory. Well, we decided, if we want to grow that, we're not going to be able to bring a few hundred people through a year. And now hundreds of thousands of people, and as we approach our 8 millionth guest, you'll see when you go take the factory tour that it is built for large crowds. It's all safe with with COVID, it's all spread out. So when the folks do come and see it, they'll see how safe it is here.
So John, tell me where we are.
So we're right here at the kitchen. This is where we actually put together all the ingredients to make our candy slurry, which is our liquid center. From there, it's pumped into the mogul and deposited into the trays.
So all the ingredients, I mean, these are the cooks. These are the people.
Absolutely. This is, we put the corn syrup together, all the different flavors, everything goes together right here.
So John, tell me what we got here.
So what we have here is a representation of what is happening in the mogul below. First of all, we start with a tray filled with starch. Then the next tray, we imprint the mold into there where the Jelly Belly beans take shape. And then from there, the slurry that was just made is pumped into the tray, and then that starts the process. It gets cured overnight at well over 100 degrees, and that's why it's so warm here right now.
And tell me, John, you were mentioning that this Jelly Belly gets made from the inside out versus another kind. Tell me what that means.
Right, well, most jelly beans are what's called a pectin center and then a flavored shell. That takes a few days to make. It's a very inexpensive process. Doesn't take that long. Our beans take 7 to 14 days to make, and we make it from the inside out. So all the flavor, all the color, all that is built from the inside out over time. Those beans before came out of the mogul and they were resting, and then they go into panning. So what happens in panning is we add sugar, color, flavor, all the way through. So that, again, we're building the bean from the inside out. And then during the process of about an hour and a half or a little bit more, the beans gain about 40% more in volume. So again, we're building the bean from the inside out, but there's still not a Jelly Belly bean yet because we have more to show you.
So John, you were telling me it's not a Jelly Belly yet. What's happening that begins right here?
So the beans are going through the whole process of being sorted to make sure that they're not broken, cracked, perfect shape. What happens then, it goes down below into the printers, and the printers lightly kiss the bean.
Wait a minute, each bean.
Individual bean is kissed with a Jelly Belly logo.
John, that was incredible.
How was the factory tour?
Oh, unbelievable. How far did we want?
It was at least a quarter of a mile, if not a little bit longer.
I'll have my 10,000 steps. But I gotta say, you have heightened my awareness of the quality that goes into your jelly beans.
Well, there's a lot of quality that goes in. We take a lot of time to do it right. We put in the best ingredients. We don't skimp on anything. That's why our Jelly Belly jelly bean is really the best bean in the world.
Unbelievable. And I notice a lot of people involved. You're given a lot of jobs here in California. We love that.
Well, we have people here 10, 20, 30, even over 40 years working here.
And Jessica Gray, who's been so helpful in getting us this segment together, told me that there's a 6th and even 7th generation of the family working here.
Well, we'll start with the 4th, our chairman of the bean, Herm Roland.
Chairman of the bean, I love that.
Yep. Our 5th, 6th, and sometimes when school is out, the 7th generation.
Wow, that's incredible. And I got a preview. John is creating, and the Jelly Belly people are creating a museum, but they won't let me tell you about it right yet.
We'll have you come back, though. We'll have you come back to see it. Let your folks see it for the first time.
I'm so excited about the museum. So it's Pat Pattison. You got to check this place out. Jelly Belly in Fairfield. Beautiful, beautiful place to tour. What a great episode of Pat Pattison's Best of California. Thank you, George Geary.
Thank you.
What was
so
your
much.
favorite food?
Probably the hot fudge sundae.
Hot fudge sundae.
Yeah,
Me
I
too.
ordered extra fudge to go on my sundae.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
Made in California. This has been quite an adventure. Watch us next time. Wasn't that an incredible adventure around the Golden State? Keep watching for more episodes of Pat Pattison's Best of California. We visit unique food hotspots, restaurants, and shopping places. I'll visit California's natural wonders, recommend spectacular camping, hiking, surfing, and kayaking spots, as well as local, state, and national parks. So join us on our next adventure of Pat Pattison's Best of California.
Sir, how can I help you?
Oh, geez, Ivan, I am dying for a Cupid dog, and George here wants a Cupid dog as well, but you want mustard, lettuce, tomatoes. No, you can't do that, George. You know, video games, I always lose.
Now, see, I'm the winner. You're the belly flop.
I'm the belly flop. Figures.